Hello and welcome back to Old Truthford, the home of honestly biased sports content. How are we doing, folks? Mr. Ethan Johnson. Not gonna lie, the big band instrumental is a low-key vibe. I mean, only the best for the Truthfordians. I am number one. You are number one so far. No one else in the chat to challenge you, Ethan. Hopefully you don't try and run a mutiny like all the rest of the Old Truthfordians, but you are number one. You do have the crown, heavy as the head that carries the crown. My biggest question is, if the admin has that giant building and a blimp telling us to subscribe, why is he walking to work? The question is a good one, Ethan, and the answer to that question is, think of the turtles, man. Think of the turtles. Shout out to the turtles. Okay, let's get started with today's Manchester United news. So, we're going to start off talking about the new recruits, Mbeumo and Cunha. So, let's see here. Glow sticks for the turtles. Big up the turtles. Okay, maybe we'll just we'll keep the glow sticks going. We'll keep the glow sticks going as we read the updates. So, Manchester United believe they've signed two of the best players available in the Premier League this summer, with Matheus Cunha and Bryan Mbeumo, both signed within budget and without the need for inflated wages, which you got to say, that's a hard point to argue, given the fact both of them scored, I think it's 15 plus goals last season. So, yep. Big signings joining the team. Matthijs de Ligt has come out talking on Matheus Cunha and Mbeumo. This is what he's had to say. I think Matheus Cunha is a really technical player. Brazilian flair, really good with the ball, but also really fast. I did not expect that. So yeah, really, really good player. Really attacking midfielder. Scores goals, gives assists. So Cunha is in. Let's put those glow sticks away. Cunha is in Matthijs de Ligt's good books. Matthijs de Ligt does think Cunha is quite a skilled player. Obviously, he's going to say that about his new bloody teammates. I mean, I doubt he's going to tear into them, is he? But yeah, good to hear, nevertheless. He also had this to say on Bryan Mbeumo. And Mbeumo is very effective. He only needs one action to get on his left foot and score. I think one of the greatest qualities in football is the ability to score goals, and he can really help us in that area. So yeah, de Ligt obviously having his interview with the I think it's with the club. He was having an interview with the club there, and yeah, he has been boosting up the confidence of Mbeumo and Cunha. Tomorrow, obviously, we could be seeing Cunha and Mbeumo's debut at Old Trafford together, which is very exciting times indeed. What else do we have? The Mail Sport did report that during the team initiation, Matheus Cunha stood out with a Brazilian song. Bryan Mbeumo was typically more reserved as he sang in French. And I think that goes to show the difference between the two personalities. Ruben Amorim touched on this earlier in the summer, saying that obviously Cunha's an outgoing Brazilian with a bit of flair, whereas Mbeumo is more of a reserved player. So it's good to see that we've not only got a balanced set of cams on the pitch, but we've also got a balanced set of cams off the pitch. We probably see our first 11 minutes. We probably see our first 11 minus Sesko tomorrow, says Ethan. Yep, agree with that. I do think maybe not Onana. There are still reports. We'll get onto that in a sec, but there are still reports that Onana will come in towards not. I don't think he's going to be. Is he going to be available for Arsenal's opener? I don't think I've seen that. But he may be available for the game after that. We'll just have a quick look here. And yeah, also new left back Diego Leon's contribution also went down well with the team's initiation. So good to see that the team are becoming a lot more united and harmony among them. Remember, folks, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We are going to be going live every single night from around, well, usually from around like 7 to 8, but we're a bit late today, so we'll go a bit later today. But every single night we're going to be going live, covering the latest Manchester United transfer news, so be sure to subscribe. Still questions on his fitness, rather Heaton play. I agree, Ethan. If it's over Bayindir and Heaton, I'm going Heaton every day, all day. There has also been a report via Chris Wheeler, just on obviously the bomb squad as we know it now, that being Garnacho, who else? Malacia, Anthony, basically all the players that we're trying to sell this summer. They are known as the bomb squad. And yeah, Ruben Amorim decided to leave the bomb squad at home during the United tour, as he felt it was more important to draw a line under the past and send a signal to the rest of the squad that he only wanted players around him who were committed to the cause. And a further report came out today that all the players were behind this decision. So yeah, good to see that no players are, I don't know, just kind of joining up with each other to hate Amorim. So that's good to see, especially Ahmad, because we know Ahmad is close with Garnacho. So it's good to see that he can keep a level head rather, while we know Garnacho is definitely going to be moved on over to Chelsea. But speaking of a player moving on, let's talk about Rasmus Hojlund. So Manchester United are set to discuss with Rasmus Hojlund about his future, as per Fabrizio Romano. AC Milan aware of possible opportunity on initial loan with heavy loan fee and salary covered. Hojlund insists on staying at Manchester United, not scared by competition. It's not really a question of whether he's scared or not, is it? I mean, it's kind of more if the manager wants to keep you, which, based on every single report we've seen for the entirety of the summer, he does not want to keep you, Hojlund. Please leave. Please leave. Like, for your career and for the club. Like, a lot of people have soft spots towards him because of the Instagram captions, but please, Hojlund, please leave. Carrington looks amazing. Thank you, Cristiano. Cheeky reference there to Cristiano, given the fact that he absolutely slated the facilities at Manchester United. That is a niche reference from niche fan. But yeah, Carrington does look amazing. We will get onto Carrington in a sec. Let's just see more updates regarding Rasmus Hojlund. So, United have agreed to a loan deal with an option to buy for Rasmus Hojlund. So it looks like Manchester United are now open to not only selling Rasmus, but also putting him on loan to recoup some wages. Milan are currently in pole position. However, the player's approval for his departure is still pending. Rasmus, please just do us a favour. If you're a United fan, you know that you've not delivered for the club. I mean, you've been all right in moments, but you've not delivered. If you're a true United fan, just please, it's fine. Separate. You can go your separate way. Even if it is a loan deal, maybe you improve and maybe you come back. But just, yeah, you need to leave this summer. United want a high loan fee for Rasmus Hojlund and his wages covered if he leaves on loan this summer. This would be worth up to around 10 mil for the club. If that's the difference between us getting, say, a Baleba or maybe a Donnarumma, Hojlund's got to go, man. Hojlund has got to go. Ethan, man, appreciate the super chat, bro. This is for the ability to blip somebody in the future. Okay, Ethan has earned himself one blip. For you newcomers, one blip is essentially Ethan can choose to just ban someone from the stream for like 10 minutes. So he has bought his blip. Congratulations, Ethan, and I appreciate it very much, sir. Thank you very much. Rasmus, you're a lovely guy, but please, you've got to leave now unless you can magically become a fantastic box-to-box midfielder overnight. Yeah, that's not happening, is it, niche fan? It's not happening. Then Johnson, Ethan Johnson, legend. Okay, that deserves an air horn. Thank you, Ethan. Thank you. Blip is a ticket to the Shadow Realm. Why didn't the E work? No idea, mate. No idea. Remember, folks, if you are new, drop a like on the video and subscribe. We are going to be going live every single night covering the latest Manchester United news. So be sure to stick around for that. Just further on Rasmus Hojlund, as mentioned, AC Milan are in pole position. AC Milan and United have almost reached an agreement for Rasmus Hojlund, according to Tutto Mercato. Don't know how good of a source that is, but yeah, apparently we've almost reached an agreement for Rasmus Hojlund for a 5 million euro loan plus the option to buy for 40 million euros. The deal could reach up to 50 million with bonuses. And to me, that sounds like a good deal. I don't know why Hojlund would be against that. He goes back to Italy, where he came from. He is given another opportunity to shine at another club where he's going to get frequent game time. And even if he like really does impress, maybe he comes back. So, I mean, I don't know what he's complaining about there. Manchester United have, Fabrizio obviously confirms this earlier today. I think it was only a couple of hours ago. He said Manchester United have definitely opened doors to loan move for Rasmus Hojlund, as revealed yesterday. On the other hand, Hojlund insists on staying at United. AC Milan in contact with agents to advance. United want heavy loan fee, around 6 million euros plus salary covered. Amorim needs to look at him and tell him he flat out won't play unless he goes on loan. The World Cup's coming up as well, guys. I mean, players need game time. Rasmus Hojlund should not be afraid of going on loan. He needs the minutes. AC Milan is scary as the Ultras have a word with you if you don't play well. Oh god, maybe Rasmus is scared then. Okay, maybe not. Rasmus Hojlund's life could be at risk if he goes to AC Milan. This is how Rasmus Hojlund's heart will be going when he hears the news that AC Milan have put a bid in. Cheeky soundboard. Yeah. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to go there. Maybe niche fan. Maybe. But moving on from Rasmus Hojlund over to Sesko. Obviously, I mean, people have seen the name Sesko consistently for the past 2 weeks, so everyone's getting a bit tired of it. But just over some financials here. It has been announced Benjamin Sesko's salary is 160k per week, increasing by 25% to £200,000 per week if qualified for UCL football. So Sesko is on 160k. If we get up to the Champions League, then he goes up to 200k. But you'd imagine if we get up to Champions League football, he's going to score a few goals to get there. Like I'm saying, at least 14, 15 goals in the league from Sesko if we are going to get Champions League football. So definitely one to watch out for. Remember, folks, if you are new, hit that subscribe button, join the Old Truthford community, and join the good vibes. Now, reported wages per week for new signings under Ineos. Let's go through these. So these are all of the wages from the signings under Ineos. So we've got Aidan Heaven, who's on 4k per week. We've got Patrick Dorgu on 40k. Joshua Zirkzee on 105k per week. Lenny Yoro on 115k. Ugarte on 120k. Mazraoui on 135k. Mbuemo on 150. Sesko on 160. Cunha on 180. Why is Cunha on more than Mbuemo? That's confusing. And Delict on £195,000 per week. So if you see all of these wages under 200k, so Ineos have definitely put in a wage structure here that they're sticking to, which is good to see as well. 160 is fair for Sesko. I think it's fair. It is a bit on the pricey side, but for a young striker, I mean, how much is Hojlund on? I think he's only on like 100k a week. Hojlund wages per week. Where are we? Yeah, Hojlund's on 85k per week, I believe. So it is almost double what Rasmus Hojlund's on, which is kind of shocking. But at the same time, we have to kind of compensate players in a way for not having Champions League football. Woodward would have gave Aiden 90k a week. Yeah, it's ridiculous. Just to get him from Arsenal. It would have been crazy. Ethan, question for Ethan though, Mr. Ethan Johnson. I know that you have not been the biggest fan of Ineos and Sir Jim so far. Is he slightly changing your mind? Or are you still not a big fan of Sir Jim? Okay, that means Belabor will be on 200k as he's valued higher than all of those players. I doubt he would be on 200k. I think it's because he's valued higher not only because of his ability, but because of the fact that he's young and he's also on a pretty long contract. I think he's still got 3 years left on his contract. So it's not down to ability as much. So and because it's not down to ability, that means that the player doesn't necessarily get higher wages. So I'd say Belabor would maybe get like 120k, I'd say. I reckon he'd get 120, 130k if he came to United, even though he is still fairly young. This window is making him look more competent. As long as we are in PSR, I like it. We're acting like the biggest club in the world again. We are indeed. And we will be going on to the biggest club, the greatest team to have ever played the beautiful games. New training facility. We will be getting onto that in a sec. What's up, people? Keith in the chat. How you doing, man? No, I hate Sir Jim. He's sacked the majority of the canteen staff instead of writing off the debt immediately. Oh, niche fan. I don't know, man. I think Sir Jim's doing all right. I think he's doing all right. Obviously, we can talk till the cows come home about him sacking people, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like we need to have more information on that in order to come to a fair decision there. I'm finally done with my old job. Finally left Tesco behind and no more meal deals. Ayo! Shout out to Keith. What's in the future then, Keith? If you're not working at Tesco anymore. And just while you type that, I will be going over a bit of a behind-the-scenes story. Now, this is on Benjamin Sesko again, coming from Ruben Amorim. But yeah, it's quite an interesting one, if true. This does come from IndyCaler News, which a lot of people follow and a lot of people trust. So this is what IndyCaler had to say. Benjamin Sesko had an incredible 2-hour session via Microsoft Teams with Ruben Amorim. And let us tell you, it was an eye-opener for the player. Ruben Amorim laid out this detailed tactical plan that honestly blew his mind. He went into deep details into how Sesko can become the best striker in the world, and his insights were next level. The manager showed clips of Arsenal, pointing out their weaknesses, especially targeting their left-hand side, and exploiting that slow back line on the first game of the season. Ruben Amorim showed the player about finding those gaps and making the right moves at the right time. Sesko was so impressed how Amorim breaks down the game. With Amorim's guidance, he feels more confident than ever about taking his game to the next level. So yeah, that's a report from IndyCaler there saying that Amorim had a secret Microsoft Teams call with Benjamin Sesko where he literally broke down Arsenal and explained to him how he could become the best striker in the world, which is a selling point that Amorim can say, by the way, because, I mean, you look at Gyökeres, who made him the striker that he is today? Ruben Amorim. So, yeah, it's very good to see that Amorim is flexing his tactical knowledge in order to bring players in as well. Where are we? So Jim was never going to write off debt he didn't create. That's true. That's very true, Ethan. I'd rather our players hide strains. Have what? I can't speak. United. Good to see you, David. How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. I'd rather our players have side strains lifting trophies than have some spanner scrapping mashed potato. I mean, Very tough, but maybe very true from Keith. Keith is going to be the next United keeper. I'm joining Lidl as deputy store manager admin. Oh yeah, you mentioned. Fair play, Keith. When do you start? Or have you started already? Is it immediate? What is this? I like it though. This is the home of Honestly Biased Sports content, David. Welcome to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. If you haven't already, subscribe for all of those who are joining us now, and hit a like on the video. We will be going live every single night from around 7 to 8, maybe 8 till 9, covering the latest Manchester United news. Join the community, man. But yeah, thank you for saying you like it. Shout out to David. Ethan, but the idea that those staff were surplus to requirements for all of these years under the Glazers doesn't make any sense. Surely their team would have identified they weren't needed. United. The Glazers weren't paying attention, fam. They let Carrington and Old Truthford rot. That is true. I mean, we did just let money just pour out the club when it came to signing. So odds are the Glazers did probably hire people unnecessarily. Maybe to use it as PR to say, we hire this many people, or da-da-da-da. So it's absolute BS. Thank you, Keith, for the super chat.
Shots fired!
Shots are on admin tonight, baby. Have my money so I can be broke again. Also, did you see an Arsenal fan post on Twitter 2 months ago saying hat-trick for Sesko at Old Trafford? I did see that, Keith, and that was absolutely hilarious. So for those who don't know, an Arsenal fan literally... because Arsenal were linked with Sesko and they were close to signing him, they did. An Arsenal fan tweeted saying, Sesko hat-trick at Old Trafford on the opening day because we're playing Arsenal. And yeah, now that could actually come true, given the fact that Sesko will be playing for Manchester United. We still don't know if he's going to start on the opening day. I hope he does, but we still don't know if he's going to start. But if he does and he scores a hat-trick, that fan has to delete his Instagram. Or not Instagram, his Twitter. Surely. I hope that ages like fine wine. Says Ethan, I don't start until September 1st. Damn. You're chilling for a few weeks. Nice summer holiday for you, Keith. I hope that ages like fine wine. Ethan, surely they would have a team of accounts identifying efficiencies of labour cost. Imagine he actually does a hat-trick at Old Trafford. If he does... we have to celebrate somehow. If Sesko starts and he scores a hat-trick at Old Trafford, I will change my profile picture to Sesko. 100%. Legend Keith and Ethan for the super chats. Wait, why is Ethan ahead of me in XP? I don't know, man. He's been in... How close are we with the XP? This XP makes no sense because my leaderboard never loads properly. But I have no idea why Ethan's ahead on XP, bro. Moving on. Let's move on to some further Benjamin Sesko news. So, obviously today, Benjamin Sesko completed his move to Manchester United. He is now at Carrington for the opening of the first team training centre. As per Alex... Bruh, Keith, man. He shall be ahead of me no more. You're still number 2, bro. Wait, you're both number 2. No, you're number 1. Keith's made it to number 1. Keith is number 1. Let's get a cheer there. I mean, you have literally bought the league like City, but I shouldn't really be celebrating that. But thank you, Keith. I appreciate the support, man. Sesko hat-trick equals face reveal. I told you guys, the face reveal will come when we hit 2 billion subscribers. So please, if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button and join the community. We are going to be going live every single night from now to the end of time, other than obviously family kind of stuff. But we will be going live pretty much every single night from 7 to 8 p.m. without fail. My super chat was $10. I'm number 1. Guys, stop trying to buy the league, man. There needs to be PSR and FFP in the super chats. Wait, how many Americans are there in here? Any Americans, get in the chat if you are an American. Join the team. Niche fan, where are you from? I'd never asked. And also, Niche fan, if you do become a member, you can join the secret chats of Old Truthford, where you can speak to the familiar faces that you see here with Mr. Ethan Johnson and Keith, the Irish Destroyer. Wait, how many Americans is there? Say me. Americans, get in the chat. Me, Matt, Diego are the only ones I know of. I'm also selectively Dutch. You ain't Dutch, bruh. You're an honorary Old Truthfordian. You're more Old Truthfordian than you are Dutchy. But let's carry on with the news, folks. So, understand Alejandro Garnacho has agreed, this is per Fabrizio Romano, Alejandro Garnacho has agreed every detail of personal terms with Chelsea. Deal done on player side. He only wants Chelsea, as revealed here, since July. Talks with Man United about fee will follow soon. Chelsea are pursuing both Garnacho and Xavi Simons, as revealed. Boo, Chelsea, boo. Where are we? Boo. Boo, Garnacho, for leaving the greatest team to have ever played a beautiful game. Boo. But then again, if it can bring in 40 mil, 45 mil, I'll be very happy with that. Okay, so that's everything on Garnacho. Pretty much, the only thing we're missing from the Garnacho deal now is for an agreement between the two clubs. So they need to come up with a price that's going to suit both of them. Chelsea are apparently going to wait all the way until the end of the transfer window to try and get a lower price, but I don't think United are going to back out of this, if we're being honest. Free passports, admin. Sound like Jay-Z. I love the Americans that come here to Ireland every year and claim to be part Irish. They leave America one time and are suddenly residents of a country. I'm not going to lie, Keith. You're probably going to hate me for saying this, but I am actually half Irish. So, I mean, say what you will, but I am half Irish. So, those annoying Americans, maybe I'm just the same as them. On Belabor. Admin stop. But on Belabor, Man United wants to keep the Carlos Belabor option open, but believe Brighton will be tough to convince. The player is calm and respectful towards Brighton, but would be ready to say yes to United even without Europe. So essentially, Belabor's not really going to push for a move to United, so I doubt we're going to get a lower price. It's all dependent on if United can find the funds from somewhere. Because it did also come out from Fabrizio Romano yesterday that Amorim sees Belabor as the perfect player for his midfield. Admin stop. Keith, believe it or not, my granddad was from Ireland and had a very thick Irish accent. And also, if you could find out my second name, I think you'd be able to tell it's semi-Irish. Semi-Irish. Well, full Irish, but I think you'd be able to tell. Moving on. Guys, if you haven't already, hit a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. What's your surname? Like I'm going to tell you that, Keith. Okay, moving on. Also on Belabor. Quite funny if nobody's seen this on Twitter. United fans have completely taken over Carlos Belabor's TikTok comments. I wouldn't have seen that if it wasn't for Twitter because I do not have TikTok. And I'm hoping I never will. But yeah, apparently all of the United fans have just stormed his TikTok comments. Let's see if I can read a few here. Some saying, "Welcome to United, bro. You can't evade us. We are coming to take you to the top. I'm a Belabor. Come to Man United, Carlos. Welcome to Manchester United. My brother, on Christ, if you sign for United, we can challenge the top four." All of these comments are just flooding Belabor's TikTok at the moment, which is beautiful. Niche fan, so you can apply for an Irish passport. You're incredibly lucky. I can indeed. I just need to find my my granddad's birth certificate, I believe. You said if I heard it, I would know. You can't open someone's zipper and not finish the job. Well, I'm going to have to blue ball you tonight, Keith. Admin's surname is McGillicuddy. It's McGillicuddy. Oh, Ethan, you're not supposed to tell him, man. Come on. The members are supposed to keep my surname private. Nav, hello. How you doing, man? Nav in the chat. How you doing? How's it going, bro? Apparently City are sniffing around Belabor. Oh, God. Surely not. Hopefully not. Albert Wesley, so much news right now. We've got a lot of news, Albert. We've got a lot of news for you. Hope you're doing well, man. Welcome to the stream. For all of those who are new, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe. We are going to be covering the latest transfer news, Man United transfer news, that is, every single night from around 7 till 8 p.m. And yeah, you want to stay subscribed to join the Old Truthfordian community. What else do we have? So, Indicator has also reported there's a gentleman's agreement to leave regarding Carlos Baleba. So apparently United are putting pressure on Brighton Hove Albion to drop the transfer fee for Carlos Baleba to something more reasonable. If they don't lower the fee, United is ready to pivot to their new target. Meanwhile, they're also checking in with Crystal Palace about Adam Wharton's availability. Our sources state Adam Wharton has a gentleman's agreement to leave next summer, but can that be fast-tracked? So, that's very interesting. If Indicator is a source to go off of, then we are looking at Baleba, but if we can't get Baleba, we may be able to force a move for Adam Wharton. What else do we have? What are we saying, guys? EJ, my guy, they're going to sell Rodri to Madrid. Imagine Rodri to Madrid, mental work. Madrid do need a Rodri type of player, to be fair. And Kenz's. I can see Baleba coming our way, lads, even if he is 115 mils. I don't know, Albert. I think 115 mils is a bit steep. I think around 85, 90 mil, if we can get that for him, that'd be decent. Wharton is 90 mil as well. We may as well go for Baleba then. I don't see it with Wharton. Also, can we all take a moment for Sir Alex Ferguson unveiling the Kath Phillips pack? RIP to the lady herself. Shout out to Lady Kath, obviously, Manchester United legend, 55 years at the club. We are going to be going on to that in just a little bit, but yeah, very good comment there, Keith. I will pin that message because I'm not going to lie, that's the type of stuff that makes you fall in love with Manchester United when there's stuff like that going on in the club, and we do actually remember the people who got us to where we are. So yeah, very happy with that. Very happy with that, and really good news that they've put that in the new training centre. There's so many deals on the table. It's like the sprint at the end of a game of Monopoly. The sprint? Is there a sprint? I haven't played Monopoly in a long time, Albert. Why are people obsessed with Wharton? Wharton is decent. I mean, obviously Crystal Palace won an FA Cup with Wharton in the midfield, so he is a decent player. Baleba was only 27 mil to Brighton. Yeah, that's crazy. If only we could get like Brighton's scouting department, and then it would save us so much money. But unfortunately, we don't have them because he's English, Keith. Sir Jim's and he's English, yeah, English premium. Sir Jim's minted. He saved millions on the poor people. He gave their P45s to. He can afford Baleba. I wouldn't even sniff at 90 million for him. He's not worth anywhere near that much. RIP Calf, we love you. We could have signed Caicedo for 500k. Yeah, that's insane as well. But moving on, Donnarumma. According to Ben Jacobs, PSG want at least £26 million for Gianluigi Donnarumma after not offering him a new deal. Would you like to see Donnarumma at Manchester United, guys? Let me know. But apparently it's around 26 mil. Ben Jacobs tends to be fairly reliable. So I think 26 mil, it's safe that we, for those who missed it earlier, we have got close to pretty much putting Rasmus Hojlund on loan to AC Milan, and putting him on loan would save us around something in the region of £10 million, because we'd also put like a little loan fee in there as well. So That's like half of Donnarumma's fee right there with Hojlund going. Surely people can see that we need Hojlund to go. Like, whether we sell him or we put him on loan, like, he needs to go. He needs to go. And just as we're reading out all of this positive good news, we've got something to piss in our cornflakes. Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana is targeting a return from his hamstring injury for the opening game of the season against Arsenal. Guys, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can take any more of Andre Onana at this club. Why? Why would they do that to us? Okay. Moving on. Onana's the best we got currently. That is incorrect. Now check your ball knowledge. Heaton is the best goalkeeper we have currently by a country mile. What have you guys been saying? Admin, what do you think Wharton is worth? I'd say, because he's English, 65 mil. If we're being honest though, I'd say he's worth like 45, 50 mil, but because of English tax, probably 65. His wages will be 300k. Oh my god. 27 million for Donnarumma, buy him now. We need to go pay that tomorrow. Way too much. I'm happy with Onana. Erasmus can refuse to go. Niche fan, when did you wake up from your dream of happiness with Onana? Lammers is 20 mil. Might as well put the extra in for Donnarumma. Agreed, Nav. I would rather Donnarumma. We know Donnarumma is going to come in and just absolutely perform straight away. So why would we not pay the extra money? We can just get another young goalkeeper in the future. I mean, we've got maybe the potential to sign Suzuki. I mean, we've been linked to him for a while. But yeah, I don't know. Let's see here. Keith Onana is recruiting Baleba, and he can get us all the best African players. He's a super agent. I don't want to upset him. Maybe get Baleba in, then sell Onana. That'd be a good idea. I would rather Bayendir. Nah, Bayendir's trash. Bayendir is trash. I'm not going to say, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like choosing, would you prefer to like drink piss or eat shit? I don't know. Like, oh, sorry, eat. I don't know which one to choose when it comes to Bayendir and Onana. Palace never sell their players cheap. Hopefully these signings aren't as bad as Anthony. What a waste of money. Anthony was a waste of money, Albert. That is very true. These SFX are fire. They're only going to get better, Albert. They're only going to get better. I'm still working on a few things for the streams. Hopefully they'll all be ready for the first Premier League match of the season, which we will be going live for as well. So be sure to subscribe if you're new, folks. Bruv, £27 million for someone of Donnarumma's experience is so damn cheap. Guys, remember how good the last Gianluigi was? Very true as well, Nav. Very true as well. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, moving on with Amorim. So, Manchester United players are convinced they will have a successful full season under head coach Ruben Amorim. A senior player assured the squad is very optimistic and that there's a much better feel around the camp. That sounds like Luke Shaw written all over it. But that's per Samuel Luckhurst. So yeah, the players are feeling confident going into the new season under Ruben Amorim. And that brings us on to Carrington renovation officially complete. Let's talk about it, lads, because this thing is a thing of beauty. So let's first go over some of the quotes from today. Omar Barada had this to say on United's new training centre. This project represents a clear step towards unifying every part of the club around a shared footballing vision. By bringing our staff and players closer together in one integrated environment, we are creating a culture of collaboration and high performance. Sir Jim had to say on the new training centre, following a review of the facility last year, we made a quick decision to invest significantly in the creation of a world-class performance environment for staff and players to reflect our ambition and vision for United. We are delighted with the outcome and are confident the new facility will play an important role in building a winning culture at the club. So, yeah, everyone in the high-ups are on board with the new facility, as mentioned. It was their idea in the first place. That was one of the things that Sir Jim wanted to prioritise after having the review of the facility last year. And it is, I'm not going to lie, it's a thing of beauty, guys. It's a thing of beauty. It sucks that I can't get photos up on the screen right now. I'm hoping for streams in the future I'll be able to do that. I'm going to work this weekend on some new graphics because I wish we could react to this together, but it's beautiful. It's genuinely beautiful. Let's see. Let me just catch up with the chat. Okay, let's just give Onana a scouting and recruitment role. Get Donnarumma in. We need someone of Donnarumma's stature. He's so big and Onana gets bullied constantly. Can we all remember the Brighton mistake when he basically gave the goal away on purpose? He's a spy. There's so many examples of Onana giving easy goals away, though, Keith. I mean, I would not be shocked to find out that he is... He's an informant. He's some sort of spy. I want these SFX in my day-to-day life. I don't know. That sounds pretty crazy, Albert. I will never forget when Beth from United Stand said she was buzzing for Onana, that aged like fine wine. It's interesting with Onana because, like, I don't think too many people had, like, strong feelings towards him when he signed. Because the narrative that people were running with, because not a lot of people really know too much about, like, a good goalkeeper and a bad goalkeeper, but me included, really. But he obviously came from that Champions League final where he did okay. And the narrative that was being pushed was that Ten Hag wants a player who's going to play out from the back, and De Gea obviously can't do that. We then saw 2 years of Onana just punting the ball long and not making basic saves. So, yeah, it's ridiculous, really. It's amazing, but Sir Jim's probably trialing robots in the cafe to get rid of more staff. Oh, niche fan, you can't help yourself. I'm happy with that, niche fan. You don't need the chef telling you how and when you cooked your meal, or when he cooked your meal. These players need food and that's it. Robots for the win, as long as we lift trophies. I'd buzz... Oh, what is going on there, Ethan? I had to take that low-hanging fruit. I'm not... Yeah, I don't even know what that means. I do not know what that means. But that's kind of sus, man. Very, very sus. Beth is every United fan's dream woman. Oh, God. Guys, stop simping. Stop simping in the chat. Do not simp in the chat. You're making little admin cry. And if you want to become a member of the channel, guys, and get the custom emojis of Old Truthford, then, yeah, be sure to become a member of the channel and subscribe to get these beautiful emojis. I think because there's more members now, I can add more emojis, which is fortunate for you, beautiful people. Look at that. There's a little crying emoji, as Ethan says there. There's a heart emoji. Kind of sus. Kind of zesty, that one. There's a little Godspeed emoji. And there is a celebration emoji. I'm simping hard, admin, like my... Oh, God, what is going on? What is going on? Sorry, Keith, I disagree. I prefer us employing local people. Made me sick when we were told we were skint just to sack off the canteen staff. Gordon Gecko-esque. Who cares about Man United news? Just give me these sweet SFX, bro. Okay, moving on with the renovation of Carrington. So, can I just say, because I'm looking at photos of it now, that staircase with the trophies, it looks so clean. It looks so clean. I'm not going to lie. Do you know what I was thinking, guys? I'll be honest with you. I mean, I may be getting ahead of myself, but this is what I think when I see photos of the new facility. This place, like, when I saw that it included a media room, you know how some United channels can, like, get access into the press conferences and stuff like that? It's given me even more motivation to go live every single day, to post videos. I'm hoping to post around 2-3 videos a week and just stay consistent with it, because one day I'm hoping I can go as a member of the media in that media conference room, because the whole place, I just want to sneak around it, mate. Play hide and seek in the new Carrington building. It looks beautiful. And if they can make this look this beautiful, I'm getting even more excited for the new stadium. I know a lot of people are like 50-50 with the new stadium, saying it looks like a circus tent and all of this sort of stuff. But I mean, if they can get Carrington right, I think the new stadium is going to be beautiful as well. Who do you want? Bob from HR doing absolutely F all to help the club, or United lift the Premier League? I'd probably choose option 2, but I don't know if necessarily it's one or the other. Get a media credential. You can see Beth in person. Ethan, stop. Guys, we're Old Truthfordians. Stop simping over United stand employees. But let's just remember, the new Carrington wouldn't have happened without CR7 calling out that Carrington was still using PS2s and GameCubes in the break room. I don't know. That's a funny comment to make, Niche Fan, but at the same time, if we're being realistic, like, this isn't because of Cristiano Ronaldo. I think it's because Jim wants to actually make an impact at the club. Be that good reasons and bad reasons, he does want to make an impact. What else do we have then, folks? Let's have a cheeky goosey gander here. So, after the £10 million building for the women's team and academy in 2024, the renovation of the first team building brings the total investment at Carrington to over £60 million over the past 3 years. Wow. Ineos really, cheeky voice crack, Ineos really like that number 60, because we've spent around £60 million for Cunha, £60 million for Mbuemo, £60 million for Sesko, and now £60 million on the bloody training facilities. So £60 million is definitely a number that Ineos really like, and as Fabrizio says, they really appreciate. Moving on. They were playing Twisted Metal 2 after training sessions. The original Fallout games. Ethan, more like Mario 64. Okay, more on the release. So Sir Alex Ferguson obviously featured during the new Carrington announcement. So Sir Alex Ferguson delivered a lovely speech on Calf Phipps. I believe it is Calf Phipps, right? Why is somebody on Twitter? Yeah, somebody on Twitter spelled it Pips. What the hell are they doing? So yeah, Calf Phipps. Sir Alex Ferguson delivered a lovely speech on Calf Phipps as he unveiled a plaque in dedication to her. And like I said earlier, these are the things that make people fall in love with Manchester United. I mean, for those who don't know, Calf Phipps was a receptionist at the club for over 55 years. So she was there for some of United's greatest times and some of their worst. And the fact that she's now got a plaque dedicated to her. So Alex even said in his speech, I mean, it's unheard of that somebody stays at a club for 55 years. He said he only stayed there for around, I think he said like 20 years, something like that. So yeah, the fact that she's been given that to commemorate her is a touch that show that United do still have some class. And I think it is fitting that Sir Alex is the person to reveal the plaque, because obviously he had quite a close working relationship with Calf Phipps as well. So yeah, Just another great reason to be a United fan. The sense of community, the sense of family, and the sense of history within the club. Like, you can't escape it no matter where you look. There's someone who's done an amazing thing with Manchester United. And yeah, it's good to see that she is commemorated in that way. And obviously, rest in peace to Kath Phipps, a modern day and, I don't know, olden day legend of Manchester United. Ethan Johnson spending 27 million euros for Donnarumma should be easy. Hopefully, I hope so, mate. There have been some new updates as well, which we'll get to in just a sec. Do you reckon that the 1958 protests will go ahead? I haven't really been keeping up with it, if I'm honest, Niche fan. I don't know. I'm the type of person where, unless you come with actual constructive criticism and reasonable demands on things, these protests don't affect much. Like, they're billionaires. Like, I don't see how it really impacts the club, if I'm being honest. It does seem like, obviously it's good to see United fans banding together, but I don't think it really, we hope that it impacts the club, but I really don't think it does. Do you actually go to the games? I don't, unfortunately, fan, because I'm live every single game. I haven't been to a game in a long time. I'm hoping maybe to do like a vlog. Who knows? Maybe this season, maybe this season after. But I'm trying to stay really consistent with like the YouTube stuff at the moment. So I try to, like, I'm literally live for every single game to try and help the channel grow. So I don't know if but maybe a match day vlog would help it grow as well. So I may go to a game. Who knows? This season or maybe next season. To be honest, I'm kind of happy that I haven't been going to the games for the past 2 seasons, because there's not been a lot of joy within the club. Stadium is still full. Yep, stadium will always be full. Ruben Amorim and Sir Alex Ferguson also had a quick chat during the display, which was good to see as well. Looked like Amorim was chatting his ear off, trying to get some bits of information. You just know in the pre-match press conference before Fiorentina, one of the journalists are going to ask what he spoke to Sir Alex about. So that's going to be good to find that out. Stadium's still full. Face reveal. There will not be a face. If I do a vlog, there will not be a face reveal. It'll just be me recording it and then maybe speaking over what happened on the day and everything like that. Yeah, vlog at stadium equals face reveal. Unfortunately, it does not. It does not equal face reveal. I'll have to get creative with the with the editing on that one. I do want to do more in real life stuff though. And yeah, let's see if I can read what it says on the Kath Phipps memorial, because I did get a photo of it. So it says, in memory of Kath Phipps, the welcoming heart of Manchester United for 56 years. And it also quoted her with her famous quote saying, "Work hard and smile, you're at Manchester United," which was also shared in the launch video of the new training center as well, which was beautiful to see. I completely understand. I don't go either. The issue is that when you want to go to a game, it's going to cost a fortune in the future and will only be for rich people. That's why the 1958 are protesting. Fair enough. If that's the case, then I do think the protest should still go ahead. I don't know why it wouldn't. But yeah, if you think about it, the fact that the prices have gone up and we're not seeing improved football is kind of ridiculous. Like, Scholes spoke about it last season, I think, on is it on the Overlap, or what's it called, when like they sit down and speak to fans from the different clubs. Scholes spoke about it anyway, saying it's kind of ridiculous that they're increasing the prices and the football's just got consistently worse. So yeah, we really do need a big season this season in order to justify a lot of Ineos's decisions so far. I love that anytime someone sees Amorim chatting to Sir Alex Ferguson, oh, he must be gathering tactics. I would say they are talking about their favourite sandwiches and asking about each other's dogs. Yeah, I agree with you there, Keith. If I'm being honest, like Sir Alex Ferguson is a bloody mastermind and the greatest manager to have ever managed the beautiful game. But yeah, his tactics, like you really think Sir Alex is thinking about tactics these days. He's thinking about, like you say, favourite sandwiches and what he's bloody going to have for dinner tonight and whether he wants to get a Staffy or a Husky. I mean, that's the reality of it. And just to close off today's stream, well, actually not to close off, we're still going to be going for a little while longer yet. But finally, on the notes that I prepared, Diogo Dalot, man. Diogo Dalot is... Diogo Dalot is getting on my nerves, guys. He's getting on my nerves. He's obviously, the new training centre's announced. Players are photographed walking through it. The media are there. And who do we have? Which player is it going to be who wants to speak to the media? Is it going to be our captain? No. Is it going to be one of the new signings, maybe, saying about how the new training facility is going to help them? No. It's going to be Diogo Dalot. The man who should not be playing at Manchester United, or who should, at the maximum, be a squad player at Manchester United. Diogo Dalot. And what does he have for us? Let's see. These are some... If anyone wants an A-star class in PR training, listen to quotes from Diogo Dalot. So let's see what he says. Diogo Dalot on Manchester United's new training facility. I mean, it's special. I would say even emotional for me when I came on to this new facility. Obviously, being here for a while, you always feel that time is passing by. But you always try and keep positive. Believe that you're going to be a part of putting Manchester United back on top. And I think this is a big part of it. I think it's the very first big step that Sir Jim and his team did. I think we have to appreciate the effort that he made to give us access to something like this. Oh my God, just lick Sir Jim's ball crack more, Diogo. Oh my God, he's so desperate to come into like a leadership position at this club, but he's literally doing everything he can to suck up to anyone in charge. I can't handle it. I can't handle Dalot, man. What else did he say? I think it's a huge statement to what's coming from the present and near future. So I'm very glad to be a part of it. And at the same time, it gives me even more responsibility and more energy to go forward. Oh my God, he just puts word salad. Am I the only one who sees this with Diogo Dalot? Do people actually read this and think, oh my God, he's a future captain, isn't he? Oh my God, Diogo Dalot is going to bring us back to the top. Am I the only one who sees this? What else? How does... Great, you've got a new gym and it gives you more responsibility. Stop chatting shit. Obviously, it gets even easier than before. Everything is in one place. Everything is easy to access. So very happy. That's how they managed to do it. Also, everything was well thought. So, like I said, very excited to come. Okay, great. Thanks, Diogo. Okay, moving on to the latest updates from today. Because there are a bunch of quotes coming out just now, but Diogo Dalot, man, he's a bit of a weasel. I see him as a bit of a weasel, if I'm being honest. He's very good with PR, though. If anyone wants a grade A class at PR, speak to Diogo Dalot. As for new updates, we have seen photos of Sir Alex and David De Gea reuniting, as David De Gea is back in Manchester because he will be playing for Fiorentina tomorrow in our friendly against them. By the way, we will be going live for that, so be sure to subscribe if you're new to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. What else do we have? Joshua Zirkzee has posted on Instagram a little hourglass. So it looks like Zirkzee is nearing to returning to the side. Harry Amass is being targeted by Sheffield Wednesday for a season-long loan. Niche fan, let's see what Delo says when he asks for an omelette and there's no chef to serve it to him as Sir Jim sacked them. If I'm being honest, Niche fan, Delo would still talk in a PR way to the robot, even though the robot is completely void of all emotion. He would just go off on some sort of PR paragraph for the rest of time. Let's see what else we got. So Benjamin Sesko is now officially signed with United, we know that. Media duties were also done today. Official announcement next, Benjamin Sesko is officially a Red. So Sesko is going to be announced to the Old Trafford faithful, and yeah, he is going to. He is also going to have all of his interviews released probably after the game tomorrow, I would imagine. Admin, you're a Delo hater, bruh. Keith, hear me out. I am not a Delo hater. I am a Delo realist. I'll tell you that. I don't know why, but most of the fan base towards Delo are just... I don't get it. Whereas I'm more of every time Delo touches the ball... That's what I think. Okay, let's move on then. Delo's quotes. Also, if you notice on Twitter, all of Delo's quotes, nobody likes them. I don't see the video, do I? Not a real hater. What do you mean? You want the Delo hate video? Is that what you're referring to there, Mr. Keith? What else do we have? Yeah, Delo he'll take any opportunity to speak to the media. The ribbon cutting event at Carrington has been released. I'm gonna watch this video after the stream. Ruben Amorim pictured next to the Premier League trophy. Good to see. Okay, new report today from Simon Stone. AC Milan are keen to sign Rasmus Hojlund. They are willing to pay an initial 3.47 million loan fee with an additional option to buy next summer for 34.7 million. Can we finally get rid of Rasmus Hojlund? Hopefully. What else do we have? Heaton's also come out speaking about the new facilities. Among the new features at Carrington are a hypoxic room, sleep pods, flotation tanks, red light therapy panels, a hyperbaric chamber for oxygen therapy, and cryotherapy pods. Wow. They're going to be built different next season. I swear, if they're not running their socks off next season, we know it's not because of any other reason due to facilities or the coach or anything like that. They have everything at their disposal. They better be putting the work in. What else do we have? Any other updates? When players climb the spiral staircase adorned with trophies to reach their lounge to relax and eat, the idea is that players remember why they are in this club. I mean, to be fair, if I'm walking past all of those trophies, mate, it makes me want to be a footballer. I mean, we want to be footballers anyway, but even more so. Jose Mourinho has also come out tonight with a quote on Ruben Amorim saying, I think we all agree he is a coach with great potential and a character, with stability. I think he has in hands an incredible potential to do a great job at Manchester United. Jose Mourinho is a big supporter of Ruben Amorim. And that's all the updates, lads. That's all we've got for you. I also saw there was a glory hole with Delo's name on it. Oh, God. What does that even mean? I don't even know what to take from that. They've only got one pool table at the new Carrington, no table or dartboard tennis. From what I can see, they should have a few paddle ball courts as well. I don't know. Maybe they don't want them playing those types of sports for in case of injury. Did they put a chessboard in for Mbeumo? I don't get that reference. Is Mbeumo a chess player? Have I missed that? I mean, red light therapy. At least their skin's going to be looking good. Rasmus Hojlund's going to be punching the air because he's been going to these skincare clinics to get rid of his acne. But then, as soon as the club put in free red light therapy, he's going to get loaned out. Rasmus is absolutely fuming. Yes, he said in his interview he played chess. Ooh, fair play. Fair play to Mbeumo. Plastic fan! No! I actually did know that as well, Keith. Now that you've said it, I know it because I didn't see the direct interview, but I did see Talk of the Devils podcast. Because they were talking about Andy Mitten playing chess and Mbeumo playing chess, and Laurie Whitwell as well. So I did know that. I just completely forgot it. I promise. But lads, we're probably gonna end, and ladies, if Nish Fan is a woman, she still hasn't confirmed. But we're gonna end it there. Hope you all have a delightful evening. Those of you who are new to the stream, be sure to subscribe to the Old Truthford YouTube channel. We are going to be going live every single night from, 7 to 8, 8 till 9, who knows. Whenever we're ready, we will be going live every single night covering the latest transfer news and Manchester United news. But until the next time, lads. We are also going live for the Fiorentina v Manchester United match tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that. But yeah. Until next time, Godspeed.